Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Komal from Beautiful You and Me, and I hope you all are doing extremely good. So guys, today I'm going to answer this question which I think most you might be having. Okay, even I used to have until and unless I went through this experience. So I'm just going to share that. So I'm just going to share what happens if you are in bench for 6 months in L&T Infotech. I can just talk about L&T Infotech because I went through the situation in L&T Infotech organization and not in any other organization till now. So yeah, I was in bench for 6 months, 6 long months. I did not work on any project, and I just used to go to office, have lunch, free snacks. Yeah, they do provide free snacks, and just come back to my home. That's it. For 6 months I used to do that. Okay, so I'm just going to answer your question whether what they do for those who are in 6 months of bench. Like, do they throw you out of the organization? Do they ask you to leave, or do they ask you to quit, or you just remain on that organization? I'll just answer you quickly, and the answer to that is that no, I was not asked to leave the organization or to quit the organization. I remained there after 6 months, and I got into one project. Yeah, so this is the answer to it, and I'm just going to explain further what exactly happened and how did it happen. So yeah, so also let me just tell you, different people might have different experience. With my experience, after 6 months of bench in L&T Infotech, they did not ask me to leave an organization. Okay, so this is an answer to this. I'm not sure about others. This has happened to me, so I'm just sharing my own experience. Okay, yeah, so after 6 months, how did I get a project? So let me just rewind a little bit and just tell you, like, when did I join L&T Infotech, and how did I come into bench, and how did I get a new project. Yeah, so if I remember, I think I joined L&T Infotech on the month of August 2019. Yeah, yes, and till January, yeah, I was on bench till January, I think. Yeah, so I'm a TIPCO developer, and I joined in L&T Infotech as a TIPCO developer, senior software engineer. Yeah, so but slowly I came to realize within some few days, like 10-15 days, that maybe I can get into TIPCO project, or maybe I can go to bench, because the project which they were expecting to come for TIPCO has not yet come. Okay, but they have like all other organizations do, they have prepared themselves and already bought in some resources. So I was one of the case that they bought some extra resources, but they do not have a surety whether project is going to come to them or not. So this was my situation. And yeah, so slowly the time was passing, and after few 15 days or a month, I got to know that I'm not going into that project, because the project itself, it has not come. Yeah, so right now I'm in bench. Yeah, so all this process goes on when you're in bench. There is some resource manager which manages you and try to assign you a project if it comes, or yeah, in that way. And also during this time, what I used to do, after some month, 1 month, because 1 month I was totally like enjoying my bench period. I was really happy. Wow, like it was so relaxing. But after a month, it becomes really it slowly becomes a little bit tense. Okay, you get some tense that what happens if it reaches 3 months, I will be thrown out of office, right? So meanwhile, what I used to do, I used to learn some new technologies. Like, I thought I will be learning AWS Okay, so I had this thing in my mind, and so LNT Infotech does have, many learning courses where you can do learning. So I was just following their tutorials and learning AWS. Okay, and in midway I also spoke to the some senior managers or the lead over there that this is the situation right now with me, that I was hired as a TIPCO developer, but the project which I was supposed to be assigned has not yet come to LNT, or it is not going to come. So what should be done? Okay, what will be our next step? Or I just let them know that I am ready to get cross-trained in two of the technologies, which is AWS or MuleSoft. So luckily LNT Infotech had many MuleSoft projects coming in, so they told me, why don't you practice MuleSoft? So I thought I had much interest in AWS rather than MuleSoft, but still I had a little bit of interest in MuleSoft, so I thought I will go for MuleSoft, because even I was very much tired of doing same technology like TIPCO. I have done it for 5 years, so even I wanted a change. Yeah, so I just started going through some MuleSoft material. These were the link provided by Office itself, because our organization has a collaboration with MuleSoft, and in LNT there's few things that are very good. So for instance, the certification part, that is like really good. They encourage for certification. Once you pass that certification, they will be allocating a project to you. So the same thing happened to me. Okay, so I just did this MuleSoft practice. I used to practice that, and I just gave a certification, and so on 26th Jan I wrote an exam. Okay, and then I successfully got through it. So after that I got, once I get that certification, that is the first criteria, and the minimum criteria there should be to get into some other MuleSoft projects. So I did that and got a new project. Yeah, so after 6 months I was into some other project, and they did not asked me to quit or leave their organization. So this was the information, guys. I hope this would be helpful, and I shared this because I myself was searching few things in Google or YouTube, whether what happens if a person is on bench for 6 months, and to that I do not get much relevant answers. Few people said they let you go out of the organization, or if you told no, they do not. But through my own experience, I'm saying it, after 6 months, it was not that they threw me out of the organization. I was working in some other project in the organization. Yeah, guys, so that's a lot of information, I think. Yeah, and this would be able to help you. So guys, that's it for today. I hope you will like my video. So if you like my video, then please subscribe, like, and share my video. Bye.